Finally today, if you're a teacher or work with teenage students, then you know how challenging it can be to keep their undivided attention on a daily basis.
Yes, but this month, Ranger Nick introduces us to an FFA teacher who says keeping the attention of her students is no problem at all. Of course, she has a few small helpers.
Hey everybody, I want to take you back to your favorite teacher. That teacher in your world that was so special to you. Everybody's got one. And I want you to think about that person. Chances are you don't remember all the content that he or she taught you. You remember the things that he or she did for you to build your life skills, to build your potential to go out and make a difference in the world. Folks, today we're going to spend some time with an all-star teacher right here in Georgia who's doing all kinds of things to help her FFA students to build leadership and make a difference in the world, and it all involves live animals. It's unbelievable the things that Miss Taylor Brown is doing for students right here. Talking about the FFA, Miss Brown, tell us a little bit about your passion for teaching, what you love the most about teaching and advising with FFA.
Absolutely. Well, I have been at East Jackson High School for 8 years. Teaching in Jackson County is my first job. Right out of college, I landed this job, and I love working with students. Agriculture teachers have a saying that we don't teach agriculture, we teach students. And so I love engaging students in the classroom, in the lab, and outside of the classroom through FFA. And
you know, the thing about FFA is really building premier leadership. This idea in students, not only giving them content to go out and use in the world, but skills in public speaking, leadership, problem solving, critical thinking. What Mrs. Brown is doing right here at East Jackson is giving these students experiences, particularly using animals. I'm going to show the folks in just a second some of these cool critters. Why animals? What is so special, you think, about using animals in your classroom?
Teaching this class has been an entirely new experience for me. This is not something I really grew up doing. I grew up more with livestock animals and plants, but the student demand. Students love animals. Kids love animals. They kind of become different people when they're around animals.
Man, I become a different person. I become Ranger Nick.
They just absolutely love it. It's relaxing for kids. It helps them to focus, and just almost like a therapy for them during the day to spend time with these animals.
You talked about building these life skills in your students, and we looked at that wall in your classroom and all the wonderful awards that your students have got. Now, we're joined by somebody today. We've got a little friend. Tell me about who you're holding today and how you use this little buddy in your teaching.
This is Lucifer. He's a golden bear hamster, and he has some ferocious teeth on him. We were a little afraid of when we got him. But the students, each week, they're divided into groups, and they take care of a specific animal for that week, and they keep some records. They age them, they weigh them, and over Christmas break, one of the students took him home, and when they weighed him after Christmas break, they looked at some of their past data and were concerned about some weight that he had lost. But they did some problem solving and some thinking, and that we realized that he had got an exercise ball. So he had gotten some cardio in, and that had resulted in his weight loss, that he wasn't unhealthy at all, just lost a few.
Think about this for a second. This is not a simulated experience. This is a real-world problem-solving experience that these students are interacting with. Using this animal, they're collecting weight data, they're making decisions. FFA is preparing these students to go out and make a difference in the world. Amazing. So if you're thinking at home that having an animal like Lucy in class is a distraction, Ms. Brown, what would you say to that?
I think that is absolutely not true. I have students in class, they wrap our ball python around their wrists while they're doing their classwork, or they let the rats or the guinea pigs snuggle in their hoodies or their scarves, and they are completely engaged and focused and get their work done while handling animals.
Wow, and we're talking about a way to get students excited about your class and looking forward to being there. That's just amazing, amazing. I gotta say thanks to Ms. Brown today for hanging out with us and talking about ways that animals are used to encourage students to get excited about education, to build skills in agriculture and through the FFA. Amazing stuff. Molly, I appreciate you being with us today too. Y'all, you can check us out on Facebook. Look up Ranger Nick. While you're there, like the Georgia Farm Monitor page. And what Molly? You can go ahead. We'll say it together. Enthusiasm's contagious, so pass it on. Thanks so much for watching, y'all. We'll see you again next month.